Hi, in this video we're going to start talking about keyword research in detail, going through some examples. So this is the first video on keyword research. Keyword research is a very critical part of the whole process. As you probably understand by now, we are going to be getting traffic to our websites through Google Search. Google Search is the primary source of traffic for a lot of my blogs, and if you start out with the wrong keyword, you can spend days writing an excellent piece of content about that keyword, and then in the end that piece might not do well. It might not actually rank in Google, which is a mini tragedy because it happens from time to time, but you want to avoid it as much as possible. You don't want to spend several hours or a day or 2 days of your time writing an excellent piece of content and then find out that actually you made some mistakes with keyword research process. So I'm going to try and keep it fairly simple. I don't want to overcomplicate the process of researching keywords, but I'm going to show you what I find works, and probably 60-70% of the time the keywords that I pick using this process end up being winning keywords. Now, it's important to understand that there is still 10, 20, 30% chance that you might choose a keyword that looks fine, according to the process, it looks like a great keyword. However, the article just does not rank, and we can't control what Google ranks or doesn't rank. So as long as, in my mind, as long as I keep hitting winners 60, 70, 80% of the time, that's good enough, and that is the process that I'm going to be showing you here as well. So keyword process at a high level looks like this. First, we generate a big list of keywords. Then we filter it down, and then we validate based on a small filtered list. We validate whether each of those ideas is actually a good keyword idea or not. So let's work through some examples here. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is, the first way of generating a list of keywords is reverse engineering. So at a high level, the way that this looks is we're going to be reverse engineering the keywords that other sites in your niche are using. We're going to be plugging them into Ahrefs or Ubersuggest, and we're going to be getting that keyword list exported or saved. So let's say you've started a website in a niche of numerology, meaning of numbers, positive morning affirmations, all of that kind of stuff. So the first thing that you would need to do is you would need to come up with some starting phrases or some ideas, some searches related to your niche, because you need to find some websites that we're going to be reverse engineering. So you can start it by entering some keyword searches that you might already know. I would probably start with something like morning affirmations, and then see what kind of results I get. So we're getting something here, motivation ping, the law of attraction. Ideally, what we want to find is we want to find websites that are in a similar niche to us, where most of the website is dedicated to the niche that we're in. So let's have a look. If my life book, positive affirmation center. So this sounds like a website that's actually dedicated completely to affirmations, which is good for us. So let's copy that link address, and then we're going to insert it into Site Explorer in Ahrefs, and we're going to hit search and see what comes up. All right, so this website is fairly new, and it's actually ranking for 2,200 organic keywords, and they're already getting 1.6 thousand organic traffic per month from US Google. I mean, these figures, can be overstated or understated, we don't know. But this is pretty good because we can see that this website is fairly new. Their domain rank is just 2.1, and they only have 43 backlinks, and their Ahrefs rank is 44 million. So the higher this number is, the weaker the website is. So basically this website is fairly new, but it's already ranking for 2.2 thousand organic keywords. So let's have a look at what kind of keywords they're actually ranking for. And here it is. This is our list of organic keywords that they're ranking for, that we also have a very good chance of ranking for. We're going to work through the actual filtering process a little bit later on, but you can see here that we've ended up with 1,270 potential keywords. And we also have the data such as keyword difficulty, what position this website is ranking for, what the volume of searches is, and as you can see, they've got some nice positions position number 2 for these gratitude affirmations, position number 6 for affirmations for women, affirmations for anxiety. So that's really, really nice. Now, what I want to highlight here is you'll never run out of ideas because there are so many websites in various niches. Once you've analyzed this, or for example, if you had a look here and you only had a small number of results, you could always go back and find more websites and continue analyzing them. You know, I've been doing this for a long time and I never run out of keyword ideas. So it's a very powerful tool, very powerful way of doing this. Now let's have a look at how to do this in Ubersuggest. Okay, so very similar. We just plug that in here and then we hit search and it will give us the keyword phrases that it's got in its, okay, so 1997, so let's compare. So it's 1270 versus 1997. So if we click on these keywords, we should get a list that's kind of similar. So affirmations for women, yeah, so we can see that we're getting some of the similar results. Affirmations for anxiety, don't know if they've got that here. Can't see the ones, oh yeah, positive affirmations for anxiety. So quite similar results as you can see that we're getting, which is good. It's very consistent. And Ubersuggest also gives us the volume and position and SD score, which is the estimated difficulty of how difficult it would be to rank for that keyword. So a lot of green ones here as well. So what are the best sites to do reverse engineering on? Well, I made quick reference to that earlier, but just want to talk a little bit in more detail about this now. So in my opinion, the best sites to reverse engineer are sites where the whole site is actually dedicated to your niche, not just a portion of the website. The reason for that is that if you start reverse engineering a site like medium.com, you're just going to get, and medium.com is a huge platform with millions of pages, you're going to get a lot of irrelevant results. Likewise, you can't really reverse engineer Pinterest. But there are some websites that, for example, Yotango. This may or may not be a website that's completely dedicated to affirmations or, to our niche. So as you can see, this website actually has a lot of different categories. So if we reverse engineer this website, then we might end up with just a lot of irrelevant results here in Site Explorer, and we're going to waste a lot of time filtering through and trying to sort out which keywords we're interested in, which keywords we're not interested in. So that is the primary reason why I recommend to only reverse engineer the websites, especially because there are so many relevant blogs in a lot of different niches. It should keep you busy for a while to just reverse engineer websites where the whole site is actually dedicated to your niche.